Long, long before Dalamud was forged to imprison an Elder Primal. The eldest of them all, savior of the star, was sealed within a moon of his own. Souls sacrificed to grant him life still slumber and dream of the day he and we will be made whole. Here he waits, in this cold, barren place, his cradle and his grave. Silent lamentations and prayers of hope echo soundlessly to a sundered star, adrift and alone.
Whoa! Wait! Daniel strikes again. This moon was created by Hydaelyn? Interesting. I am responsible for the prisoner. Zodiark himself. A projection of the moon's core. Interesting. He grows more powerful with every rejoining. But someone has taken actions. The shackles that hold him nearly shattered. 6 locks to his goal. Interesting. Zodiark remains imprisoned in this place. No more sacrifices will be made in his name. Go meet with these wandering spirits. Do what you think is right. Also, one thing about Shadowbringers is the music is really good in Shadowbringers. Papo! Oh my god, do I keep him? Is he a mount? Can I keep him as a mount? I want him! Okay, looks like we need to follow the Papo. We need to find them. Oh shit. Them. Wait. What? Gosh damn it, Xavier, stop spamming my cinematic! Keep seeing his name pop up! Why? This is the one we saw in that city, wasn't it? They're the receptionist. Weren't they the receptionist in Shadowbringers, where you go, you're like this tiny little thing, and they were the receptionist in the in that town. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Wasn't he sitting next to us at the receptionist thing? So he's over here. Emmett Selch created a shade of my... Oh, so he created shades of everyone in Amaroth? A slave to sentiment, even after eternity. As you may have guessed, I am different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrificed to Zodiark. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. It's so sad, like the story about them is really freaking sad. The plans and plots for our resurrection, Hydaelyn's intervention, and Zodiark and the Star's final fate. And then we drifted in the walking dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. Hi, Amon! And I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiark or for the future, the start nevertheless. How are you doing, Amon? In you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe, as Emmett Selch did. Oh my god! This is sad. Believe in yourself and all will be well. Oh my goodness, this is so sad. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Fuck. They're back, aren't they? They're coming. More new arrivals though. Ah, Fendaniel. That color, I know. Shit, he's here! He's here! And another I do not. An unfamiliar but fearsome being. That is Xenos the bitch. I have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I will ensure that the shades hinder you no more. Protect the final brand. So there's only one more left, and when that breaks, Zodiark gets released? Fare you well, my new old friend. Oh, I love them! I love them so much. I can't wait to do more raids and stuff. We haven't even done a trial yet in this expansion. I'm not gonna lie, Xenos' new look is really fucking badass. I like it a lot. Oh, you fucking idiot. Well, we're fucked. That weapon looks cool, though. We are so
in the
fucked.
nick of time to savor the crowning triumph. Unbound and free at last. Arise, Zodiark!
Oh gosh.
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus. A creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance. But powerful, oh so powerful. More so with every passing moment. Such potential, even in this incomplete state. Still the savior who delivered a world from certain doom.
So, here we stand. You know my intent. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno, and dance among the ashes. Or perhaps you would face me here and now. A lesser but welcome amusement.
Wow. Oh, here we go.
Yes. A taste to whet the appetite.
His weapon looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry to spoil the moment, but might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief.
Yeah, can you give me 2 seconds? I need to announce something and say something. Okay, and then you can fight.
Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
Oh god. Freak. What? The fuck? He's not gonna die. He's not dying. He's not dying. This is bad. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Such lofty aspirations! And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction!
What a fucking psychopath.
Wrong! Lies and delusion! The dead have no power over me. You will be silent. Silent as the grave!
Believe and walk in faith. Let the light of your soul shine for all to see. Not quite the outcome you'd imagined,
Wait.
but a fitting one nonetheless.
Wait.
Don't you think so, Hades?
All I craved and more. Boundless power. Mine to command.
Damn, that's giving me chills.
I had intended to pit my fractured divinity against Xenos. But a more tempting option presents itself. The greatest obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
We got a trial.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory.
What?
From the first, all I wanted was for you to kill Zodiark.
What?
Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. It would have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire. Let your murder mark the beginning of the end. The coming of the final days!
What in the actual F is going on?
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wait.
I am not gonna feel bad for you, Fandaniel. Fuck you.
But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see.
This looks so beautiful. What the hell?
A final chance, then, for Hydaelyn and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I sneer. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
What the fuck?
At last.
The fuck? What is going on? Oh my god. Thanks for the dicks. Thank you for the 500 dicks. With the death of Zodiark, the laws of nature over which he is presided have begun to unravel. The final days are upon us. What you witnessed was an omen granted by the echo, a vision of the horrors to come. Time grows short. Uh-oh. Xenos? That's Xenos, isn't it?
No. I'll find no fulfillment in a contest with you this day. Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
I will not fight for your amusement. Hope will win the day.
We shall see. This place is pretty cool. I like it.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiark and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Before the Great Sundering, there was a single world. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, effecting a profounding change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magnetics ran rampant, giving shape and form and thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread. and engulfed the whole star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
Oh gosh, I just dropped something. Etheric energies which flow through all creation in a form of various currents. And currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of the celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Not what I expect you to be. You scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invulnerable knowledge helped us better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents from vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consciousness. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Coloration without clear cause. Ultimately, nevertheless, on closer study. What? Loki. No. No. No, no, no. Don't do that.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiark conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely with the advent of Zodiark, our end was averted.
Emmet Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiark's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiark's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. Oh, nice, Bird Daddy. Turning off your brain is nice, Blitz. Yes. Hydaelyn and Zodiark are both constructs of man. Approximation of perfection, limited by our imperfections. Zodiark was without question the more powerful of the two, having been born from a sacrifice. Oh, damn. Thus it was necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. You're gonna have to level deep, yes, so I can get Party Finder's heals always full. Go figure. Really? What are you doing in Party Finder? Oh, you went
The
into a
Ascians
learning
set
party?
in motion
Nice.
7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
Loki, sit. Uh-oh.
Yes, but what is it?
cool.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Something sus going on. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? Oh god! They're running towards us! Baby Viera! Ew! Lalafell, Viera, and Race incoming?
Look lively, everyone!
They're actually really cute.
I know. This 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiark, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose: to bear the people of Erris to safety.
Look at all of them!
Our time has come, my friends.
Oh gosh. Ew!
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate, and don't forget to relay our signal to Erris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Their faces!
It is a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Oh gosh, look at them! Okay. Thank you, Anonymous, for the plot bits.
Of course. Introductions are in order. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Erris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw.
Oh god.
Livingway's the name. Map reader and navigator of the heavens.
His voice.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Erris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiark's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations.
Thancred 404 error. Can't compute.
Still not following? No? Very well. I shall elaborate further. Here we have Erris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiark around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Erris, bringing an end to all life.
So it's gonna happen.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By
Rerim
thine
is a creep
unperturbed countenance,
Namazu.
I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Erris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun.
Oh, it will be rotten and disgusting.
The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Erris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
I guess the metaphor is lost.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold.
Damn. This is almost like
And then, once everyone is aboard, it's
what is it,
off to
1.0?
another
Like
star.
all again?
Easier said than done, admittedly. For one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems.
Damn.
We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology.
Y'shtola's just like, what
I
the
dare say
fuck?
it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
How does a rabbit get this smart?
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. We and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
Did she just like...
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye.
Did she just like
Might
throw
I ask
shade
where
at the
exactly you
Watcher
intend to
just
take
now?
us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are
She
fit for
legit threw shade
habitation.
at the Watcher.
Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts.
She's sassy
We intend
as
to go
fuck,
down our
right?
list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
These nuts!
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform
Got
regularly
him.
scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women.
I have a penis
And I
that
very
is
much
big.
doubt my elders know this place exists. Much
Thank
less
you.
how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
Little bunny rabbit.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon? Hydaelyn herself led you here. You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
What?
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So,
Calling us short?
you're saying
Hello?
everyone's not like the Watcher?
Has she seen herself in the mirror?
it all. Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Erris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages. I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
What the fuck? Is she okay? What is she doing?
Building Ray, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale.
Oh gosh.
All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
Ready in the teleporter.
He doesn't sound Australian. Uh-oh. Error 404.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Oh my gosh. We're fucked.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously.
What is happening?
Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really. But the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
Aww.
If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Erris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Or quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
It's because he's got to stick
You
up his ass.
understand that in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Okay, I like Living Way.
Idle musings.
Okay,
'Tis no
Living
trifle,
Way.
thou dost
Okay,
ask.
Living Way, you
Yet
just...
full well do I
yeah.
understand the urgency and necessity.
That's what I think about each time I read Oriage's lines.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Well, we didn't hear the rest.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade, and Flamine her beloved daughter. Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians. In her hour of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation. The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
Oof. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can. Sometimes there's no right answer. With that, we had time to wait. The cost. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can.
Sage counsel indeed. I see. Wisdom as befits a great worm. Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
A long time ago. I don't even remember.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts.
And we find it difficult to understand you.
As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. 'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've heard bugger all!
Big ears,
No
yet you
matter.
can't hear me.
We've got our plans.
Wait. What? What is happening here? This is sus.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Erris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Erris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing! We Loporrits were born of Hydaelyn's love for Erris.
That voice is creepy.
That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Erris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate.
Puddingway is supposed to know about the food and stuff.
And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker.
That's what that one's for.
When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live?
Are you talking about Moonbreeder?
After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Erris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality,
I love this song.
you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Oh, the flower!
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
The others that we killed?
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Erris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Sharlayan Forum, yes?
What? How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Bam, 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 bam.